Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's JD, and welcome to a new story time. Yes, it has been a while since we have told a nice little story. So, today's story is something that I mentioned on a recent Twitch stream. It is how Facebook and the devil. It is how Facebook is the devil, and they ruined my back, guys. All right. But I'm gonna give you a little build up before this story. So let me just start with I'm a pretty athletic guy, I'd like to think, right? You know, I like to keep it tight, keep it right, or at least I did for a certain amount of time in my life, and I still try to stay in shape and, you know, play sports and do stuff like that. Grew up playing some basketball and tennis and other stuff, but you know, my favorite sport is basketball. I don't know why the fuck I keep coughing. But yeah, my favorite sport is basketball. And I guess the intro to this story is that basketball and I have a love-hate relationship. You know, I love to play it, but I often get injured playing this sport. And I mean, it's somewhat of a problem, especially with me getting older. So, I mean, I feel like the first injury I ever really had from basketball, I like twisted my left ankle in college, and it was really bad, and it was really uncomfortable, and it was one of those things where I was like, oh man, shit, I gotta take this a little more serious and relax when I'm playing this sport. And then, you know, it was always my left ankle. I never really messed up my right ankle. I always twisted my left one. I remember I twisted it once in college, and then there was one time, maybe 3 years ago or 4 years ago, where I twisted it. It wasn't even my fault. Some guy fell on my leg, right? Really stupid. Fell on my leg, twisted my ankle because he was going for the basketball, and he was a maniac. I should stop playing at the gym I play at. And it twisted my ankle up pretty bad. And mind you, I was like really working out, being athletic in that amount of time. So it kind of threw off everything I was doing physically. And I had to go to rehab because the sprain was so bad that, like, you know, there was like, I don't know, he tore a ligament, not a ligament, but he tore muscle tissue under the ankle. So there was like blood. You could see blood on the inside of the ankle and stuff, which was really bad. And I had to get rehab, physical, sports rehab or whatever for like 6 months. And I basically, went in there every single day, got my body back together to 100%, and then 6 months later, I was cleared to play basketball on that ankle, right? And I'm thinking, oh, great, my ankle's ready, I can play ball, blah, blah, blah. I hadn't really done any type of other exercise since that fateful day where my ankle got messed up and whatnot. So playing basketball was like my exercise, along with also lifting weights and pull-ups and push-ups and stuff. I was doing like P90X or whatever the heck. But I had to take a break when I was doing rehab. So during that break, I guess obviously the rest of my muscles started to deteriorate. And with that being said, the number one muscle tissue or part of my body that took a toll was my back. Because the day I was allowed to go back to play basketball, I played basketball, and I played like almost at 100%. And I was doing a lot of jumping, a lot of rebounding. And mind you, I wasn't even playing a full court game. I played like three on threes, half court with some random dudes at the gym. But at the end of those games, I was like, man, my back is really tight. And I had never felt back pain before, right? So I was sitting back and I didn't understand what was happening. And I did still have a few more rehab sessions. So the next time I went to my rehab, I was like, hey guys, I don't know why my ankle feels fine. I played ball on it the other day, but now my back hurts. And they were like, oh, well, let us take a check. Let us check it out. I think they had an X-ray machine. I don't remember. But they checked it out and they said, oh, yeah, looks like you threw your back out, or in some term or sense of it, like, your back probably couldn't handle all the high impact jumping you were doing from basketball, or at least the fact that it had a lack thereof for 6 months. So now your back is fucked. And I was like, what? I was like, I've never had back problems. Like, this is not fair. What the hell? Why didn't you tell me? Damn you, doctor. So it was just really unfortunate, man, because then I had like another 4 months of rehab just for my back. Let's just say those doctors got paid really well. That's all I gotta say. But now, ever since then, I've always had somewhat of like chronic ankle and chronic back like pain. Not pain, excuse me, issues. Like I know my limits. Like if I feel my ankle tightening up, I'll stop playing basketball. If I feel my back tightening up, I'll usually stop playing basketball. But this one time, this is where the story begins. This is where Facebook ruined me. All right. Here's what happened recently. I'm talking about last week. Like if you're watching this video, this happened last week. I was on Facebook, just minding my own goddamn business, scrolling through my idiotic timeline of friends and family who are just spewing nonsense on the internet for no fucking reason. They don't know what they're talking about. They've got their political views that no one gives a shit about. They've got their personal race issues. You know how Facebook is. Facebook is a clusterfuck for complainers. So that's that's what I was going through, whatever. And I'm scrolling down, and you know, I don't like this about the internet. I don't like how its algorithm curates to certain people. So if you guys don't notice, if you go through your internet browser history or searching or whatever, I don't know if it's a Google thing or just a web browser or search engine thing, but let's say you went on Amazon.com earlier in the day, right? And you were looking up like, I don't know, cameras. By the time you get to Facebook, for some reason, Google or whatever or Amazon has shared that information with Facebook. So now you're getting ads on the side of your Facebook page saying, hey, this guy likes cameras. Let's plug it here. Right. All right. So that's what happened to me in a sense. I was scrolling down my page and I see these freaking random basketball shoes. And they're called like the Nike Hyper Dunk 2016 Flyknits. Get your pair today. And I'm like, I was scrolling down and I was like, damn, those shoes look tight. Those are some tight ass shoes. Shit, I kind of want those shoes. And I was like, they were baiting me, dude. They got me with that supply and demand, man. What do you call it? What are you I forgot what you call it, where you purchase stuff. You're part of the, I don't know, the conglomerate who is purchasing stuff. I forgot what they call it though. Buyers and non-buyers, or suppliers and buyers, whatever. I see the shoes and I'm like, oh, those look cool, whatever. Kept scrolling. And then like I refreshed and went to a different page and they came back up again. And I went and I was like, all right, whatever. Clicked out of Facebook, went to a different website. Next thing you know, they're showing up in a banner like, you know, you want to buy these, baby. You know, you want to buy these beautiful shoes. And I'm like, what the hell is happening? So I go to Nike.com and I'm checking out the shoes and I'm looking at the price and I'm like, oh God, these shoes cost way too much money for the way they look. I mean, they're tight, but they're not this amount of money type of tight. So I'm just like, whatever. I'm probably not gonna get them. I'm good. You know, I don't need these shoes. I don't need them at all. But then one of my homies like hits me up, like texts me, and he's like, yo, what you doing? And I'm like, oh, you know, I'm just chilling at the crib, whatever, blah, blah, blah. He's like, yo, you want to go hoop? And that set me off. I was like, hoop? And then he was like, yeah, man, I might go to the gym and play basketball. And I'm like, oh shit. All right. Well, yeah. When are you gonna be there? He's like, I'll be there in like 45 minutes. And I'm like, damn. I'm gonna call around and see if I can find these shoes, because I didn't feel like ordering them off the internet because I kind of wanted them at that exact moment. You know what I'm saying? So I called my local Foot Locker, and my local Foot Locker did not have them, but they knew the shoes. And like, even the guy who worked at Foot Locker was juicing them up. He was like, oh yeah, dog, those hyper dunks, those Flyknit joints, yo, they're sick, homie. He's like, we don't have them here, but check out that mall near your area. They should have them. And I'm like, man, I don't need these. He's like, yo, but they're dope, dog. And I'm like, God damn it. So I hung up the phone. And here's the thing. I tried calling this store, right? I tried calling this store like, man, 30 times the store that they said had them. They never picked up the phone. they let the phone ring or it was busy. So I, on a whim, got in my car, drove to that mall, still called them and they weren't answering even till I got inside the mall doors. And then I finally was like, whatever, I'm in the mall now. What's funny is when I got in the mall, I'm looking at the, what's it called? I'm looking at the thing that shows you where everything in the mall is, you know, I don't know what you call that shit, but yeah, it was the legend, the mall legend that shows you everything and whatnot. I'm looking at the legend, I'm looking at food court, blah, 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 shoes, and I'm like, oh, okay, Foot Locker. And then I passed the legend. You know how they're usually those big walls type of things, and they have sometimes they have the promotions on them, the digital promotions. I get past it, and right past my right, Foot Locker's right behind it, and it's like a shining beacon of hope the way that it looks. It's like, oh, come get these shoes, JD. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening, man? So first off, the thing that bothers me the most about all this is that Facebook caused this, curated me into wanting to buy some goddamn shoes. So I get inside the store and it almost still didn't happen. I got in there and I told this dude about the shoes because I saw them on the shelf. I'm like, yeah, yo, I want those, size 13. And then he's like, all right, I'm gonna go check in the back. He comes back out in the back with a different color in size 13. And I'm like, nah, I don't want these. He's like, oh, well, try these on because I can't find the color you're looking for. But if I find them, then I'll bring them out. I'm like, all right, for sure. He comes back out with a size 12. And I'm like, bruh, I said a size 13. He's like, oh, sorry. Well, try the 12 on just to see if they fit. And if they don't, I'm gonna keep looking. And they're the size 12 in the color I want. But I'm like, nah, I don't want a 12. They're too tight on my feet. It's uncomfortable. And then his boy looks at him and he's like, what's the deal? He's like, yo, I can't find these in 13. And he's like, do we have these? And he's like, yeah, we got those. And he's like, I know we got those. And then his boy goes to the back. His boy comes back out with the shoes, size 13, and I'm like, yo, thank you, son. And he's like, yeah, I got you. You know how they are at Foot Locker. They think they're cool as shit. They think they're freaking college basketball players. I'm like, all right, dude, chill out. But got me the shoes. I try them on, and they are sweet. I'm like, god damn, these are some sweet-ass shoes. God damn. I really like them, right? So I'm sitting back like, shit, should I buy these, man? It is a waste of money, man. You have new shoes. I just got these Kyrie Irving joints, the Black, what do you call it? Black History Month joints, back in February, Black History Month. And those are fine. They work fine. But man, these were some sweet ass kicks. So I sit back and I'm like, F it, man. Let's buy them. Bought my shoes. And here's the thing. Bought my shoes, got out the store, walk by. Why did I walk past a pair of fake ass Yeezys? I don't know why Adidas does this, but they sell a pair of fake Adidas that look exactly like Kanye's shoes. I don't know if that is a good marketing ploy or just bad what's the hell's that word? Bad showmanship on their end. How you gonna copy Kanye's shoes and then sell a fake ass version? I don't know. Never mind. Continue. I'm walking through the garage. I get to my car. I notice that my back is slightly tight when I'm sitting down in the car, and I'm like, shit. I did play basketball, I think, the day before, so it might be that I'm still trying to recuperate. So, or was it the day or 2 days before? I don't know how many days it was before, but I did play basketball recently within this week, and I'm like, it's all right. My back's okay. I'll be okay. So I get to the gym. Lace up my shoes, try them on. I'm getting compliments left and right. Homies are like, yo, son, them shoes are sick, dog. What shoes are those? People didn't know what shoes they were. That was the thing. And I wasn't fishing for compliments. I really don't give a fuck if you know what kind of shoes I'm wearing. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm more humble than that. I'm really not that, materialistic. But I was like, I don't know, dude. Facebook made me buy them. I told, these younger kids who were like, yo, those are dope, JD, blah, blah, blah. They've seen me at the gym before because we play basketball. But they were like, yo, those are dope. Where you get those? Where you hear about those? And I'm like, yo, real talk, Facebook did this. I didn't even want these shoes. Facebook fucking stuck them in my face, and now I'm wearing them. I have no idea what happened today. I got bamboozled, man. They put me in their algorithm and curated this bullshit, and now I'm rocking them. So whatever, we play a few games. They're garbage ass basketball games. It's like Friday. There's not a lot of people at the gym I go to on Friday. We're hooping. I'm getting a few crossovers in. No big deal. Pull up jumpers, easy. I got a little Euro step here and there, a little Ginobili on them. But my favorite move, and it's one of my go-to moves. I really enjoy doing this, is a spin move. I really enjoy like going from right hand to left with a crossover and then leading a guy to spin off him with my left hand, using my left hand, spin off his body to the right. And it's just a normal move. I do that shit all the time when I'm at the gym. It's not anything new. But today, on this faithful day, my back and my spine wasn't having it. I went, and mind you, this is like obviously is my final game. It was like my fourth game. I'm getting guarded by some weird little small guy who's so ambitious to guard me because he's like, yeah, I got something to prove. I'm gonna whoop on you, tall boy. And I'm like, guy, this is basketball at a 24-hour fitness, and we're not in the league. Chill the fuck out. Like, I hate people who play basketball and take it way too seriously. Like me, it is not my end goal, and it shouldn't be the end goal for anyone in that gym, because if you're in that gym, you're garbage, son. You're not bad at basketball, but you're not good enough for the NBA. So stop acting like you're good enough to get paid. None of us are good enough to get paid. And I'm like, bro, I'm a comic and a goddamn YouTuber. I don't have time to get my back ruined out by you guys. Whatever. All I know is I came up the sideline, left side of the court. I'm dribbling. I'm doing a little shimmy. I cross over and do my patented spin move. And my back says, fuck you. Enough of this. Enough! My back, my spine, my lower back, I feel like a pull and a tight yank on my lower lumbar area. And I'm just like, oh shit, what was that? And then I try to move and I'm like, oh fuck, I can't move. I start to walk. I'm like, oh shit, I can't walk. And I had to have some kid who was on the sideline sub in for me. And I was just like, well, that's mortality for you, bro. You're getting older. Here's the thing, you guys are gonna be like, JD, you didn't stretch. I fucking stretch every time I play basketball. I'm probably the only guy who does, because I actually take my health serious. But it was just something, I guess my back is not strong enough, not as strong as it used to be. I need to get back in shape and work out, and I'm gonna probably get a fitness trainer sometime soon. It just wasn't in the cards for me today, guys. And the guy who was guarding me has the audacity, after I mess up my back, to be like, damn, son, you should chill on all those unorthodox spin moves. And I'm like, unorthodox? You son of a bitch, these are beautiful. The spin moves I do are made from heaven's tears. They're so good. I don't know. That was a little crazy. Sorry, I take that back. But it wasn't that serious. It wasn't something I hadn't done on a regular basis before. But today, I should have taken the signals with the back being tight in the car on the way to the gym and the Facebook curation. I should have known that this was all a mistake. I made a mistake. And I ended up paying for it. And right now, as I speak to you, my back is fucked, and I gotta go get acupuncture today and possibly get x-rays later this week. But yeah, if you guys see a lack of videos on my channel, it's because I can't fucking sit down to play video games. But that's my story, guys. Basically, Facebook ruined my back, which already had problems. But yeah, that's it, I guess. If you enjoyed this story, I'd appreciate if you leave a like. I don't know, share this with your friends and family. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe. And if you guys are into merch and cool stuff like that, there are links below. I appreciate you guys for listening to me cry about my situation. I hope this video is enjoyable to you. I hope you enjoyed the game footage in the background, and I will catch you guys on the next one. I'm out of here. I'm about to go put some ice on my back. I'll talk to you later. Peace.